New at 11, the hunt for a killer in a hazmat suit. Our first look at the man accused of terrorizing delis across the city. One employee has been killed and a new reward to find the shooter. But first, a house fire tragedy devastates a community. 5 people died in the flames, one person leaping from the burning building. Tonight, the central question, what sparked this tragedy? Good evening, I'm Pat Battle in for Gilma Avalos tonight, and this is a sight that people in Rockland County, the community of Spring Valley, will never forget. A fire towering over homes and tearing apart families. 5 people died, including 2 young children. And tonight, all that's left of that home is a burned out shell, and that's being torn down. Now, the search for what sparked that overnight inferno on Lake Street is underway. News 4's Jessica Cunnington with new information on the victims. Developing in New Jersey tonight, people looking for answers and police as well in a double murder in Newark. It happened around 5:30 this afternoon near a corner store on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and Spruce Street. Police say when they got to the scene, they found 2 people with gunshot wounds. No word on the suspect or suspects. The investigation is, of course, ongoing. And tonight we have new video of a man police say is stealing cash, stealing peace, and even took a life from delis across the city. New tonight, our first look at that suspect caught on surveillance cameras wearing a white hazmat suit and flashing a gun while robbing a deli in the Bronx last night. And they believe that just minutes before that robbery, the same suspect shot and killed an employee inside a deli on the Upper East Side. News 4's Melissa Colorado's live. She's outside that deli on 81st Street, where a makeshift memorial is growing for the victim tonight. And we understand he was a longtime employee, Melissa, and well-loved.
Long-time employee, well-loved, worked the late-night shift, and people have been dropping off flowers throughout the night. Devoted customers remembering him as someone who knew everyone's coffee order by memory and somebody who would greet anyone who stopped by his deli with a big smile. You can see that growing memorial for yourself. Now the manhunt continues for this killer, who police believe is a serial robber who has targeted bodegas in at least 3 boroughs. And the United Bodegas of America announcing a $5,000 reward for anyone with information that can help police make an arrest. That's the latest here on the Upper East Side. I'm Melissa Colorado, News 4 New York.
So sad. Thank you, Melissa. And new at 11, one person has died in an apartment fire in Queens. It happened around 4:30 this afternoon near 88th Street and Roosevelt Avenue in Jackson Heights. Officials say the flames spread through the 4th floor of this 6-story building. We don't know yet what caused it. Investigation ongoing. And next tonight at 11, a local teacher arrested. The classroom demonstration that took a dangerous turn with a student passing out. And an explosive emergency on a busy highway. A tanker truck crashed and exploded, homes and vehicles damaged, and the race to stop a toxic threat.
And it's been a cool and drizzly night, but sunshine and warmer weather are on their way for tomorrow. We'll talk about how long it sticks around coming up.
And parade protest, what Mayor Adams will do instead of marching in the St. Patrick's Day parade on Staten Island. That's next.
$60 million. Tuesday morning at 6, many cell phone users are entitled to a huge chunk of a lawsuit settlement. Better get Beccaro with what you could be owed and how to get it. Wake up with Today in New York, Tuesday morning at 6.
We have some new information tonight on a deadly hit-and-run crash in Brooklyn. Police say 41-year-old Tamika Richards was killed last night after she was hit while crossing Mermaid Avenue in Coney Island. She was taken to the hospital, and that's where she died. An 18-year-old who was with her but also hit, he's recovering. Police tonight still looking for the driver who hit them. And some new video tonight of a wild chase out west. A man caught on camera carjacking people and shooting at police in the middle of the day. This is just outside L.A. A shootout in the intersection there forced drivers to duck behind the wheels of their cars. Police say it started as a road rage call just south of Los Angeles. Then police say the driver carjacked someone at a gas station and kept on going, firing at people and police along the way, hitting speeds of 100 miles an hour. And he almost struck some children in an intersection at one point. Police try to corner him, as you saw there. The truck slams into a traffic light after it clips that police SUV. The driver gets out and runs, but police tackle him and put him in cuffs. He was taken to the hospital with a gunshot wound. Incredibly, throughout all that, no one else was hurt. Ooh, coming up next at 11, Chris Rock opening up about the slap felt round the world 1 year later. His subtle jab at Will Smith coming up. And we're minutes away from an all-new Saturday Night Live. Football star Travis Kelce is going to be hosting, fresh off his Super Bowl win with the Kansas City Chiefs. And country music star Kelsey Ballerini is going to join him inside Studio 8H on SNL right upstairs and right after News 4 at 11. Stay tuned. So new tonight, did comedian Chris Rock finally tell his side of the story? After all, it's been a year since Will Smith slapped him at the Oscars. And happening tomorrow, the St. Patrick's Day Parade is going to march down Forest Avenue on Staten Island without LGBTQ groups for another year. The Pride Center of Staten Island says that parade organizers denied their permit again this year. The center's applied every year since 2011, but organizers have rejected their application every time. The organizer has refused multiple requests for comment over the years, and Mayor Eric Adams says he's not going to march as long as the parade continues to discriminate. Instead, he says he'll take part in the Rainbow Run. That's the annual sprint down Forest Avenue before the parade, where people wear rainbow colors and hand out pride flags in support of the LGBTQ+ community. Oh, parade weather, perfect for tomorrow.
We've got a nice day for the Rainbow Run, too. Yeah, we've got plenty of sunshine back and a little bit of a warm-up. Gone are the rain, the snow, and the wind from this morning. Been a little bit of an up-and-down start here to the month. Thursday, the warmest day with a high of 54. We're nearly 10 degrees cooler today, but we'll start to heat things back up as we get into the day tomorrow. Might have noticed a few raindrops out there this evening. There have been a few sprinkles, even flurries, showing up on the map tonight. A couple of snowflakes floating through Fairfield County, looks like right now. We hang on at 40 degrees. Winds are much lighter, ending the day than what we started with. Out of the north and west, 5 to 10 miles an hour, even calm in spots like Eastport, Merrick, Toms River, and Poughkeepsie. Look at where we began. I'm showing you the coastline here because that's where the winds were the strongest. Seaside Heights and Stamford, Connecticut, with 66-mile-an-hour gusts right around high tide this morning, which is why we were concerned about some coastal flooding. We did see that. Thankfully, not as bad as we were concerned about. Fisher's Island out in Suffolk County, almost a 60-mile-an-hour gust there, and down the Jersey Shore and Manasquan, nearly as strong as well. But again, the winds behind us were calmer and cool overnight tonight, getting down to about 36 early tomorrow, staying above freezing, but yeah, it's still jacket weather early on Sunday. By the afternoon, just go to a lighter jacket. Sunglasses will be handy as well. 52 for our high. Does get a little bit breezy by the afternoon, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Nothing too bad. You should be able to get out and enjoy your day both Sunday and then Monday, looking nice as well. We'll actually see temperatures tick up a couple of degrees, making it into the mid-50s. So looking good there. Sunshine to start the week. There's one little thing I want to keep an eye on. Monday night, Tuesday morning. This will show you how quiet of a week things are, because this is really the only thing we're concerned about for the next 5 days or so. Early Tuesday morning, passing rain shower, maybe a couple of snowflakes off to the north and west early Tuesday, but beyond we've got nothing going in a winter that hasn't brought a whole lot of any snow, at least close to the city. 2.2 inches so far for the season. That is nearly 2 feet below average, and no big sign of snow anywhere in the forecast. We're cool. Highs are in the 40s, but those are average as we move through the middle of the month. Looking at next weekend, we've got more moisture coming in, but that looks like rain, not snow. I'm not giving up hope yet, but there's not a whole lot of evidence to support that big March snowstorm coming anytime soon.
Had one in April in the 80s. I'm standing by.
Okay,
All
there's
right,
time.
Okay, all right. What's up in sports, John?
Okay. Now you got me thinking about that. That shovel. I was really looking forward to not having to shovel. Okay, it's that time of year. It's March. Selection Sunday is just a week away, and there's already one local team that has already punched ticket number 1 to March Madness. We'll tell you who. Also, aces are wild. We got them everywhere with the Mets. Yesterday it was Max Scherzer on the mound. Today, Justin Verlander making his amazing spring training debut. We've got those highlights from Florida when News 4 and 11 continues.
Closed captioning provided by Toyota. Let's go places. The Spectrum Sports Desk is brought to you by Spectrum One. Fast, secure, and reliable. Internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi and a free mobile line. Restrictions apply. Visit Spectrum.com for details.
Justin Verlander made his first Mets start of spring training today. Also his first start since turning 40. And listen, when you're 40, I mean, you feel it. You wake up feeling 40. Your knees creak saying, oh, I'm 40. Your back aches. I'm 40. Okay, enough about me. We're talking about Justin Verlander. That time of year, March Madness.
Wow, already. All right. Thank you, John. All right, and thank you, folks, for joining us. Thanks, Matt. We'll see you tomorrow. News 4 starts at 5:30 with Gus and Raph, and an all-new Saturday Night next. Good night. See you tomorrow evening.